Feel Valencia's golden hour glow as you step aboard at Joaquin Sorolla station. Hear the hum of AVE preparations, each echo promising new horizons. Breathe the warm evening air, alive with anticipation. Tonight we chase sunset light all the way to Madrid on the AVE S-106. Let each heartbeat sync with the train's pulse as we glide toward new stories under twilight sky. Did you know this sleek hub opened in 2010 to unite Valencia with Spain's high-speed network? You won't believe the platforms here stretch nearly half a kilometer for ultra-long AVE sets. Did you know the S-106 rockets at up to 310 kilometers per hour, cutting the Valencia-Madrid run to just 90 minutes? Most riders miss the gentle hum of electric motors, quiet power propelling you through fading fields. You won't believe these trains marry 2000s-era tech with old-world Spanish comfort. Did you notice the live route map streaming on seatback screens in real time? Most marvel at how imperceptibly the train leans into curves at top speed. Believe it or not, Japan-tuned suspension ensures a glide-like ride on older track sections. Here's a twist. Aerodynamic nose cones were shaped in wind tunnels to slice air at 300 kilometers per hour. Did you know onboard Wi-Fi streams live updates, letting you track every passing kilometer? Most overlook the emergency windows marked with subtle icons, a quiet safety promise. You won't believe the brake cooling system readies instantly for the next high-speed stretch. Did you notice lights shift from warm city ambers to cool countryside whites outside? Most passengers catch distant villages lit like lanterns between twilight fields. Believe it or not, the ride over concrete viaducts feels worlds apart from open plains. As Garcilaso de la Vega would say, he who wanders with open eyes finds treasures in every horizon. Did you know seats here recline a full 15 degrees for long-haul ease under golden skies? Most miss puncture-proof fabric, woven to endure daily high-speed service. Did you know the Cafeteria car was redesigned in 2015 to evoke a sleek bistro vibe at 300 kilometers per hour? Most praise the panoramic windows, ideal for toasting fields under fading light. You won't believe the espresso machine pulls a fresh cup in under a minute, even at full tilt. Did you notice touchless kiosks let you pay in seconds, leaving you free to savor the view? As San Juan de la Cruz would say, in seeking distant shores, we discover our innermost landscape. You won't believe every seat has its own adjustable reading light for dusk time pages. Did you notice footrests glide out smoothly inviting tired legs to stretch on the move? Most appreciate spacious overhead racks, no more squeezed bags or lost space. Believe it or not, climate control senses cabin temperature in real time, keeping you perfectly cozy. You won't believe the USB outlets at every seat power devices from departure to arrival. As Fray Luis de Leon would say, travel nurtures truth in the heart of the traveler. Entire valleys soaked in citrus light. Few people realize from your window, you're tracing old Moorish farmlands reborn through centuries. The golden hour here isn't just light, it's a feeling that paints everything it touches. You might spot rows of orange trees, their symmetry broken only by sun-scorched soil. Tiny villages appear like daydreams, distant rooftops glowing, then vanishing behind the trees. Did you know, many of these far-off hamlets date back to Roman trade routes? The sky shifts slowly, not blue, not orange, but something soft in between. Trees bow in the wind, waving a quiet goodbye as we pass. Some say this is when the land speaks loudest, in colors, not in words. Few people notice how the orange fields burn brighter just before the light disappears. The train feels like it's gliding, not over rails, but through layers of time. Scattered silhouettes of houses stretch over hills like brushstrokes on a canvas of dusk. And just before it all fades, you realize you've already left, but Valencia is still glowing. As Jorge Guillén once reflected, light remains even as distance increases. If you're enjoying this walk, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. It really helps us bring you more of these moments. It keeps the walk going and the journey growing. Most people miss the gentle plateau rising beneath you, stretching toward the Meseta Central. You won't believe wild rosemary and thyme dot the field margins, relics of the Mediterranean scrub. Imagine the sun lowering behind distant hills, casting long shadows over rippling seas of grain. Did you know medieval shepherds once trailed their flocks across these very plains? Most travelers overlook abandoned stone walls that once divided feudal estates. Believe it or not, migrating storks alight here each autumn, migrating along centuries-old routes. Fun fact, the air feels noticeably cooler here as evening steals the day's warmth. Did you notice farmhouses built of local stone, their pale walls glowing in the dying light? You won't believe how the endless horizon makes you feel both small and infinite at once. As Santa Teresa de Avila would say, to journey is to journey within. Did you know the lake beside the tracks dates back to early 20th century dam projects feeding local farms? Most people miss its glassy surface mirroring the sky, a perfect evening portrait in motion. As Miguel de Cervantes would say, he who travels far returns rich in stories. If you're enjoying this walk, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. It really helps us bring you more of these moments. It keeps the walk going and the journey growing. Did you know this plateau sits over 600 meters above sea level, an endless canvas of cereal crops? Most people miss the barley and wheat waves that shimmer like liquid gold at dusk. You won't believe solitary windbreak trees occasionally puncture the flat horizon, islands of shade. Notice weathered farm tracks crisscrossing fields, echoing routes used for centuries. Believe it or not, local shepherds still guide flocks here under open skies each evening. Most travelers pause to smell the earth's warmth, a blend of sun-baked loam and harvested stalks. Fun fact, the night sky here is among Europe's darkest, revealing the Milky Way in stunning clarity. Did you notice stone way markers at field edges, marking old parcel boundaries? You won't believe how the wind's whisper seems amplified across these silent fields. Most people feel a profound stillness here, a stark contrast to city life far behind. As Fray Luis de Leon would say, on the silent plain, the traveler finds a song. Did you know the city's glow first appears as a faint amber haze, as if Madrid itself is waking from slumber? Most people miss the subtle clatter shift as wheels move from smooth, high-speed rails to approach tracks. You won't believe the soft whine of the overhead catenary intensifies, echoing the city's electric heartbeat. Did you notice the gentle deceleration curve, barely perceptible as speed eases toward the final stop? Most travelers overlook how carriage lighting dims automatically, matching the city's ambient glow outside. And you know the air pressure within the cabin shifts slightly as doors prepare to open. Most people miss the distant rumble of traffic and muffled voices merging with the train's final approach. You won't believe how the gentle sway settles as suspension adjusts for the station's concrete apron. As San Juan de la Cruz would say, paths lead us to places and inner awakening. If you're enjoying this walk, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. It really helps us bring you more of these moments. It keeps the walk going and the journey growing. The train slows, but something inside keeps moving. We've crossed orchards, tunnels, vineyards, and time itself. Arrival isn't an end, it's another beginning wearing a different name. As Cervantes said, he who travels much and reads much, sees much and knows much.